Hey guys, I've got another review for you, and this time we're going to take a look at the Marvel Legends Series 2 Dark Wolverine. This is the Unmasked variant, as you can see. He was released in April of 2012 in the Arnim Zola wave. Again, I don't have the package to show you, but I can show you the card from the Spider-Man figure released in this wave. So it's, typical Marvel Legends, Arnim Zola, and this is the artwork that was used for the Dark Wolverine. And in the back, just have the wave here, Arnim Zola, and there's Dark Wolverine for you. That's the masked version, obviously. He comes with the left arm of Arnim Zola, which I also don't have to show you because I did buy this loose off of eBay. I bought him with the Bucky Cap figure as well as Madam Mask, all for 20 bucks, which is pretty good. This guy goes for about 25-30 new in box these days. A little more on eBay. And then loose, typically 15 to 20 bucks. So I got a good deal finding him with the other two figures. And so I was happy. And he doesn't come with any accessories. But he's a really nice figure. And I'm glad I was able to get the unmasked variant because I feel like the real differentiator for this guy versus like a regular Wolverine figure is like his unique look, as far as like basically the tattoo and the hair, the mohawk is like really cool. So obviously he's got, the different claws, the bone claws in this instance. And, the costume's obviously a bit different even from Wolverine's brown costume. But I really like the idea of having the unmasked one. So I was happy to be able to find it at a good price. Because when I was looking for them, this was around a little before Christmas, they were going for more, I think, even. So, yeah. But anyway, take a look at the figure. So I'll give you a look at the head since it is interesting. He's got this, kind of snarl on his face, and just the hair is just really cool. Really nicely sculpted, really sturdy. It is kind of a bit soft, like you can squeeze it and it's not really hard plastic, but yeah, and he's got this, he's got his mask, like dangling, it's like a loose piece dangling on around his neck so that, it's supposed to look like he can just whip it over his head, which obviously he can't because it's flat, but it's a nice touch that, they could have just left off. With unmasked Spider-Mans, they usually have either just like an alternate head that's a full head so you can't just like put it down, or it's not even there at all. Correct me if I'm wrong, I'm sure there's certain Spider-Man figures that I'm sure have come with like a looser one, but this is a nice touch, so I liked that. You can take it off if you don't like it, if you pop off his head and then pull it over his neck, which his neck is kind of big and long, just to note, kind of interesting, but yeah, definitely nice. It's a pretty typical body mold for the Marvel Legends, what is this, the bullseye body? I'm not even sure, but, the tattoo looks really nice. Very clean lines on the tattoo, and it's like a glossy black, so it does stand out. Looks really nice, I think. He's got the bone claws, which I've seen in other reviews is inaccurate for this costume, but well, I'm sorry, not the bone claws themselves necessarily. That he's missing the third claw. Well, I'm not like super familiar with this character, so I'm not gonna, get really upset about it, because I think he's still cool regardless. So, the bone claws definitely look cool. They definitely have like this texture to them that looks like they could be made of bone. The right color and everything. So, yeah, they look really nice. And they have this detail where they come out of the glow. That looks really good. The belt is just, it's a red belt, gold buckle, goes all the way around. Now, this is a loose piece. When you get him out of the package, it's usually kind of above his brown undies. Kind of floats, and it's really obnoxious the way it floats like that. because then you can't twist his waist. So what you can do is, and what I did, obviously, is just basically really just shove it down. It's all you do is just press. I didn't have to heat it up or anything. Just press really hard, and it will go over his undies. I didn't have to glue it down. It stayed there since I've done it, and it's a nice tight fit now. So it does not get in the way of the waist, and it looks like it just was kind of built onto that, but it is a separate piece if you ever wanted to move it again. So it's nice that you're able to just kind of push it down and get it out of the way. The boots are nice. They are brown with black detail, like here flaring down and then down the front. Don't know if you can see that. Excuse me. Yeah, looks almost all brown, but you can kind of see there's just the black detail there. Yeah, well, anyway. So yeah, he's a really cool figure. As you can see, you know, he's got it's like a light tannish sort of color, the main color of his costume. And he does have like a darker tan or sort of almost brown wash on it that looks really nice. Gives it good shading inside the muscles on the knee, and then up here even more on his chest, and then, you know, obviously the darker brown detail for the chest and the gloves. So it's all really nice, and everything's clean. I don't really see any problems. The only thing I don't like, and I've said this in other figure reviews, they use brown discs in his shoulders, because the top of his shoulders have the brown sleeves for his costume. So on the underside of his arms, you get these brown discs where they should be skin colored, because they don't have two colored discs. So if you start posing him with his arms up like this, it's like, well, alright, he's got brown discs under his arms, but no biggie. I mean, only if you decide to pose him like this, and like, for whatever reason, and I don't do that, so it's not a big deal. I'm just going to show you articulation now. He's got good articulation. His head goes all the way around, all the way down, all the way back until his mohawk hits his neck. But it's still a good amount. He looks up pretty high. These are great head joints. The Bucky cap has the same one with the hinge and the bolt, so it's really nice. He's got the ball disc shoulders, obviously with the discs I was talking about. They're kind of tight for me going up and down, but they're still okay. He's got the butterfly joint in his chest that goes kind of it helps his arms move forward and back, but not like, it's not a super, it doesn't add to the range of motion like excessive. I don't know. I think it's good back and forward, not really as much, and it kind of takes this cut out of the costume design that's like, makes it look a little weird in the back. The front, not so much. The front is really fine. It just kind of looks like another layer. But, so I'm kind of undecided how I feel about this butterfly joint in general on figures, but, you know, on this guy, I don't know if he really needed it. He's got a bicep swivel, a double jointed elbow, really nice. He has a swivel at his glove, and at his wrist. How crazy is that? And as well as a hinge at the wrist. Sorry. So that's, oops, really nice. I've always talked about how much I like swivels when they're kind of disguised by costume design, and so in this case, really awesome that it swivels at the glove, and then again at the wrist. It's pretty cool. I thought maybe it would only be a hinge, but nope, double swivel. Ab crunch. Ooh, it's a ratchety one. Very, very ratchety. Very nice down, as you can see. So he's got his legs pretty much straight right now. He's leaning quite a bit forward. And back, even back's pretty good. So it's a really nice ab crunch. Loud, but good. And waist swivel, as I said earlier about the belt. And he's got ball jointed legs. Or ball disc legs. So, in and out. You know, I'm not particularly a fan of the ball joint legs now that I've gotten used to Mattel's T-joints, because they end up getting, like, twisted around like this, and then you can't really move it. You have to kind of keep twisting it if you want to move it in a different direction, but, it's okay. I mean, it's okay. And then it has a cut, like a, you know, it swivels along the ball joint. Again, that's how you would move it if you get it stuck. Double jointed knee, really nice range of motion. He has a boot swivel. Woohoo! Nice and tight on this leg. Let me see. On this leg also, pretty tight. And then his feet, he has a rocker and a hinge, and he has a toe joint, which I think is really, I think it was more common with Toy Biz's Marvel Legends, not so much Hasbro's, and his are very loose. Like, I mean, I don't know toe joints, how tight toe joints can possibly get, but I find this guy, like, if he falls over on my shelf, which, you know, sometimes figures fall over, if I find that he's fallen over, his toe joints always end up like this, and then I go to put him back, and they kind of just, I don't know, they just flop around all the time. So I don't really know why he would need toe joints, but yeah, he's got them on his pretty big feet. So yeah, I think that's pretty much covers him. I think he's a really nice figure. I was glad to pick him up, especially because I got the unmasked version. You know, the one with the mask is fine too. I just, you know, when I eventually pick up a regular Wolverine figure, I like this as having a sort of different look, and then they'll definitely sorry guys, they'll definitely be distinguishable from one another. In other words, don't mind my stuttering. Again, that's it, guys. He is the Marvel Legends Series 2 Dark Wolverine Unmasked variant. I hope you like this review despite my bumbling. And I will see you guys next time. Thank you for watching as always. Take care, guys.